Hi everyone, this is my second vlog of today, and this is just to say the announcements made on the MCM podcast. That is the podcast that MCM makes to talk about their events, and another live one was on tonight, and here's a roundup of what happened. Here are some of the big announcements. First being, of course, we know the new Total Cosplay area is apparently doing pretty well, and there's quite a lot planned. And the good news is apparently one of the cosplay organisers, James, is going to be bringing down some of his mecha cosplay, and I've been very lucky to see one of them firsthand at MianiCon this year, and that is definitely a C. I presume that hopefully means he's bringing his Optimus Prime cosplay down, and I think we'd all like to see his Optimus Prime cosplay for those who've seen pictures and video of it. So that's one definite cool thing, the fact we're going to see some epic mecha cosplay. Also, the fact that cosplay.com will be there, with, of course, they will be taking pictures apparently, so they're going to be there. So that'll be interesting to see what they're going to be doing there. And that includes a well-known American cosplayer known as Yuki will be there as one of the Euro cosplay judges. Um, that's cosplay.com will be that. Of course, the new Total Cosplay area sounds it's a full of events, and also the thing it's making. I'm probably most excited the fact that I've recently decided to work on a Guru Lagann cosplay from the anime Guru Lagann, and the last cosplay judge for Euro cosplay. This is going to be the exciting thing. He's known as Goldie. He's from Japan, and he's a mecha. He builds mecha costumes, and he really wants to come and meet us UK cosplayers. He's apparently doing a workshop on the Friday, and the exciting thing is, I was excited at this just to say that I could go to the workshop and learn how get some skill to make my Guru Lagann cosplays. And he said, "Oh, and he's bringing one of his cosplays." We're all like, "Oh, is he going to bring his Evangelion cosplay?" And they said, "Actually, no, it's not Evangelion. It's something a bit newer." And guess what? He's bringing his Guru Lagann cosplay. It'd be brilliant. I'm going to be able to learn how to make it, see one make thingy firsthand, and be able to ask him lots of questions how it's made. So I'm really excited about that. So those are the cosplay judges done. Um, Other announcements that um, there was the Eagle Awards that you all may know about. That's happening on the Friday night. That was a big British comic book award ceremony, and they have confirmed that us expo ticket holders, so weekend ticket holders, get free entry to that. So we can go and watch the award ceremony that will be happening 7:30. So it'll be quite good actually, because sometimes if you're not one of these people who just wants to go out partying on a Friday night at Expo, it'll be something else to do rather than that. And I think that would be rather fun to go to an awards ceremony, and I hopefully will be popping down to that. So I'll be reviewing that when Expo comes along. What else do we have to go through? They hinted that at the next podcast they'll be announcing live bands from Japan, J-pop bands apparently. I don't know what they're going to be, who, but apparently they're quite excited. They got some big announcements to make about that. I would love them to have some big J-pop or rock or any of Japanese music. It'd be brilliant if they brought Milky Home Girls back. That'd be brilliant. I doubt it. I think that's early on. And we've already been confirmed it's not Becky Cruel. But apparently, according to one of the MCM people, she's coming in May. So yeah, she don't like Becky Cruel. I really like that. So apparently the band's been hinted at. The other announcement that apparently is made, from what I understand, I may have gotten a bit confused. From next Expo, you may have noticed that there's a new event starting up called Collectomania London. Apparently, that's going to be happening in the same building at the same time. So there'll be two conventions, London Expo and London Collectomania will be in the same venue at the same time. So plus double the room, and it means double the amount of guests they'll be getting. This sounds very exciting and a massive expansion to Expo if this is true and if I have fully understood. I'm really excited about that. There could be some awesome celebrities we can get to meet thanks to this, and will help London Expo become bigger than it is, because it is easily the biggest sort of media related show, of course, anime related show we got in this thingy. Not Anime Con, because it has more than me. We're not going to compare it to the likes of Ami and Aya and Kita and Miyani. But I guess in sort of in general media, this is awesome. It's just going to be a total nerd out. Everyone's going to be kind of happy now. We're going to have our cosplay bits for all the London Expo that I adore, and I think all the sort of guest sign-ins and all sort of cool nerdy stuff, meeting guests that I'm starting to enjoy as well. So it feels like it's going to appeal to a lot of people. As I said, Expo really has been taken over by the anime crowd, and I don't think there's a problem with that. I quite like the fact it's been taken over by the anime, and I think the anime crowd in this country really did need to take on something like this. But hopefully, I feel that now we can appeal to all sort of audiences and really make ourselves London Expo really a sort of like Comic Con in America, just an ultimate nerd out really. Just everyone, all fans welcome. Just it'll be awesome. Just saying. I said I'm really excited about the announcements. So I said they also announced some of the guests for memorabilia, um, memorabilia Birmingham that's happening in a few months. The main one that interested me, the fact the football legend Ian Wright was going to be there. Sadly, I don't, even with that announcement there, I sadly don't think I'll be able to afford to make it down to Birmingham for that. But it does sound like a cool event, and if I did have the money, I would try to make it down to it at least once, because it does sound a cool event I want to check out. So it said this is really the most announcement we got. It said they hinting at they're having another podcast. So I think that hopefully tomorrow or the day after I'll have my first Black Rock Shooter figurine review from Hyper Japan up. And as I said, thank you everyone for watching this vlog, and remember to subscribe, and I will be hopefully back on, as I said, tomorrow with my first Black Rock Shooter figurine review. So goodbye and sayonara.